Women with teddy bear hot water bottles. I couldn't shag a woman with a teddy bear water bottle.
Men with road signs in their bedroom.
Women who collect ceramic pigs.
Men with wedding rings.
Kurt?
Oh, yeah. Women who talk in that little girl voice. Or are too obvious, you know, always
OK,
try.
mate. Let's give Kurt a turn now. Kurt?
Actually, there are lots of things that would put me off having sex with a woman.
Like what?
Well... if she was too old, for instance.
How old's too old?
I don't know. 50?
Oh, yeah. Double that and I'm 20.
Actually, women reach their sexual peak at 40. So 50's only 10 years off that.
It's not today, is it?
What?
Your birthday?
No. It's on Friday.
Really? So, how old are you going to be?
Well, I'm 29 now, so maybe you can work it out for yourself.
30? Fucking hell.
It's no big deal, it's just a number.
Yeah, but it's a fucking big number. Fucking hell, 30.
So, you're going to have a party?
No, I can't be arsed. I don't want to make a big fuss about it. And I especially don't want Liz presenting me with a giant card with a fucking puppy on it. So I'd be grateful if you didn't tell anyone else it was my birthday.
Your 30th birthday.
Ah, don't worry. Kurt will still shag you.
How about using some fucking hand signals?
Aren't you going to ask me why I'm in such a bad mood? Was it because you couldn't open the jam? Did you have to tell everyone it was my birthday? Well, what happened to it? It's no big deal, it's just a number. It isn't a big deal, not to me. I couldn't give a shit, which is why I don't want everyone else making a big deal about it. What, you think everyone's going to be rushing around the staff room all excited saying, Lindsay's nearly 30, only 3 more days
Only 3 more days to go. Don't worry about it. I'm sure you look wonderful with a waffle. What's the matter? You're not worried I'm going to run around telling everyone you're 30.
Who's 30?
It's Lindsay's 30th birthday on Friday.
Congratulations. Oh, come on, turning 30 is hardly the end of the world, is it?
What does he mean, is it? Why was he asking me? Does he think I'm 30? There really is nothing wrong with being 30.
OK, so which one of you told Liz I was going to be 30?
In.
Wasn't me.
Well, it wasn't me. I've been with you the whole time.
It doesn't mean the whole time, obviously.
No, obviously. We don't, you know, go to the loo together. We're not women.
I thought you wanted me to tell her. It's like if Kurt were to say to me, don't tell Lindsay, but I really fancy her. He's told me that because he wants me to tell you.
Look, I'm not having a midlife crisis or anything. I just don't want some rancid old dinner lady digging the sponge out of a manky old trifle, stuffing a candle in the top of it and forcing me to eat it in front of her.
Yeah, well, that's what you say.
Just the one brief announcement this morning. As it's National Mental Health Week, there will be a mental health fair in the hall on Thursday. I'd also like you all to take mental illness as your discussion topic in this week's tutor groups. Liz has the handouts. I'm fully aware that some children think mental illness is a source of amusement. On a more positive note, it may also be an opportunity to exclude some of our more difficult pupils on medical grounds.
So, anyone here think they might be mental? No. Being educationally subnormal is different. Grinned.
Would you call an nymphomaniac mental?
What? No, of course not. Well, only if she turned me down.
So how do we know Ruby hasn't got Down syndrome?
Ruby has not got Down syndrome.
So you're a biology teacher as well as a geography teacher, are you?
No, I just have experience of life. I know what someone with Down syndrome looks like.
So what do they look like then?
You know, they're the ones who...
What does a cretin look like then? That's very good, sir.
So, not long to go now.
What?
Before, bang, your tits hit the floor.
You're wasting your time, Brian. I really don't care. Because I know I've still got 10 years before I reach my sexual peak.
Yeah, but who wants to have sex with a woman with tits flapping around like great big spazzy flippers?
You're just jealous because I'm still ripening. Whereas you're all well past your sexual sell-by dates.
What do you mean?
Of course we're not.
Well, men are supposed to reach their sexual peak at about 18.
But I can't be past my sexual peak.
As the one who did the last supermarket shop, I can say we are getting through less tissues than we used to.
Don't look now, but I think someone's got a bit of a crush on me. He's staring at me all through lunch, too. I said, don't look.
That fucking little weirdo.
What's weird about him?
He's in my tutor group. He takes notes.
I don't think that's weird. I think it's rather sweet.
So, if men reach their sexual peak when they're 18, and the graph of their sexual ability is symmetrical, that means I'm...
That means when you slept with Liz, for her it was like sleeping with a 10-year-old.
An 11-year-old, actually.
Let's compromise, shall we? How about an 11-year-old with a 10-year-old's penis?
Men's sperm keeps working even after they're dead.
Yeah, but women live longer than men.
Not fat ones. Look at Divine.
Divine was a man.
Was he?
Yes.
Oh, he's still fat. Now he's dead.
Good night.
You're not coming down the pub?
Much as I'd like to pass the evening discussing obesity and death, I got things to do.
Like what?
I got to get Jessica a present. It's her birthday on Friday too.
Your wife's birthday's on the same day as Lindsay's.
Well worked out.
That means you've both got the same star signs.
You two should start up a detective agency.
That means in another life, you might have been the one who married Matt.
If you'd been a bit less fat.
Of course, if he'd met you and his wife at the same time, you wouldn't have stood a chance. Of marrying Matt. You know, if you'd have had to fight for him. Not physically, obviously.
So why wouldn't I stand a chance?
Well, you're just not his type, are you?
Matt and his wife probably sit down and share a bottle of wine over dinner, whereas you're more a bottle of Diamond White in front of the TV kind of girl.
Yeah, and I bet after dinner they light a few candles, get out the massage oil.
Mind if I join you? Safety in numbers. Erica can't keep her eyes off me. That, I suppose, when you've had the best and the biggest.
Well, you've got to admit it. They've got a great life. Their own house, 2 kids, and I bet they got a cleaner. And a widescreen telly.
And they've got each other. And she's gorgeous.
You don't know anything about Matt's life, not really. For all you know, he could be having affairs left, right and centre.
Yeah, she's right. You can't tell. Everything seems fine. She tells you a dog bit her backside, and that's the reason she's got bruises there, and of course you find that...
Matt wouldn't have an affair. Why would he need to?
I bet he doesn't even wank anymore.
Yeah. Matt's got integrity.
Sometimes it's difficult to work out who you'd prefer to shag. Matt's wife or Matt.
You're just bitter because you're 30.
You do know that Matt's 30 as well, don't you?
Yeah, but he's a bloke. It's a well-known fact that men, unlike women, get more attractive as they grow older.
Is that true?
That depends if you find nasal hair and beer bellies attractive. No offence, Bob.
What? Oh, no, none taken. Things like that don't matter when you're well endowed in other areas.
Well, maybe that's my problem.
Well, you could try tying weights to it.
No, I mean I look too young. I was 30 like Matt.
Why? Can't you see it's not going to change anything? You're going to be in the pub at the age of 80, wondering if a different brand of nappies might get you a shag.
Well, if I am, so are you.
I know. Just see me future and I don't have one. I'm 30. And what have I got to look forward to? Nothing. Another 40 years of discussing the size of your penis and playing stupid shagging games?
I thought you didn't mind being 30.
Of course I fucking mind being 30. Your 30th birthday is the most important day of your entire life.
So you are going to have a party then?
To celebrate what? The fact that pretty soon every time I sneeze I'm going to wet myself.
Well, your 40th's worse.
You shouldn't let it get to you. You don't look 30.
Don't I?
No. You can never tell how old fat people are. The fat kind of pushes the wrinkles out. Sometimes I wish I was fat.
Come on, kill me. Come on, do it.
Are those for me? No. These are for you, miss.
Really? Thanks. But what have I told you about loitering in corridors? If I catch you doing it again, you'll be in trouble.
Fucking little weirdo.
What have you got on your head?
Nothing.
Don't you smell your head?
No.
You've been wearing my fucking talc. And your hair. What is wrong with you?
My hair was just a bit greasy, so I thought a bit of talc might help dry it out.
No, you didn't. You thought it might make you look grey, more mature, more attractive to women.
It's all right for you and Matt. My boyish good looks are like a curse.
Morning.
Morning. Have a good night last night?
Yes, thanks.
I bet. I mean, compared to the night me and Brian had. Not together. You know, I mean in the pub, drinking. Like men.
Got a secret admirer, have you?
Not like a stalker.
He didn't seem to mind when he thought you were stalking you.
I would have minded if he'd given me flowers.
Why? What's wrong with flowers?
Flowers are what you put on people's gravestones.
They're also what you give people when you like them, when you find them attractive. There's no harm in it. When I was his age, I had a crush on my biology teacher. He was gorgeous.
And did you find yourself breaking into his house and stabbing him through the eyes?
Just to say, we still need volunteers to man the stalls for tomorrow's mental health fair. Well, anyone who wants to help out can see Liz about that later. I've also had a complaint from a parent about inappropriate language. A spastic is someone with cerebral palsy, not someone who misses an open goal on the football field, Mr. Stadman.
Tell you what, spastic up front would be a fuck's sight better than the centre forward I've got at the moment.
It's quite flattering, really, isn't it?
That's just because it's slightly convex.
Having a kid have a crush on you. You're right. I can't look 30. Look, I've even got a bit of acne.
Oh, congratulations.
You really wouldn't know I was 4 years older than you, would you? Who wouldn't?
How old would you say I looked?
Old?
Sorry, all I heard you say was old.
Very old. Can anyone tell me how you work out a dog's age? 1 human year is the same as 7 dog years, right?
Yes, miss.
No, wrong. Some breeds of dog live longer than others. Great Dane will only live for 8 years, whereas something like a collie will live to twice that age. So in effect, one dog might look much older than another dog, but would in fact be younger. No, don't write it down. I'm just making a general point about the ageing process.
I wonder where Matt is.
Maybe he's gone home for lunch. I wonder what he's having for dessert.
Ooh, something gorgeous, I bet.
You two are so pathetic. You don't even know what Matt's wife looks like.
Yes, we do.
Describe her then.
Well, she's... gorgeous.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Only 2 more days to go.
Is he still there?
Who?
This kid's got a crush on me. Keeps following me around.
You sure you don't just smell of sausages?
Do you want me to put the frighteners on?
No, it's fine. I suppose in a way it's a compliment, really.
Is he good looking?
He's 13.
Just because someone looks young doesn't mean they can't be attractive.
Oh, look, it must be serious. She's even bought him flowers.
One of those things they never talk about, isn't it? Stalking can actually pay off. I wonder what they're doing now.
Probably watching the news.
She keeps staring at my crotch. It's unnerving.
Right.
Oh, don't mind me. Carry on.
No, please don't.
Do you think they've got a TV in their bedroom?
Don't say things like that. Make their bedroom sound like a Chinese takeaway.
Oh, you fucking stop it. For all you know, Matt's wife could be a dead ringer for Bob. No offence.
Oh, don't worry about me. Anyhow, it's not only what you can see on the surface that's important.
Fuck off. She looks nothing like Bob.
How do you know? You've only seen her by a little light that comes on when you open a car door. Anyone looks good in near complete darkness.
Good evening. Ooh, someone's got an admirer.
Jack Hiley bought them for her. You know, the psycho.
He's not a psycho.
Are you sure? He gave some to Claire last week, too. And the week before that, he gave some to Miss Parkinson. Chewbacca?
He gave some to the Wookiee.
She's about 100 years old.
Like, to be fair, you don't know that. You'd have to shave off all that hair to really find out how old she was.
Well, he obviously likes a bit of wrinkly skin he can grab hold of. Did you tell him that women reach their sexual peak at 42?
Has he ever given you flowers?
No.
You're older than me.
Well, what can I say? Obviously, I don't look it. Maybe because I take better care of myself than you.
Hi, I'm the lager, please.
So, Brian and I were wondering, have you got your wife a birthday present yet? Because maybe we can help. Brian's great at picking out presents.
No, it's okay.
What does she look like? Have you got a photograph? It could help us help you.
I really think I should...
Oh, go on.
Please.
Okay. But I'm not really sure how this is going to help.
Wow.
She's gorgeous.
Hey, Penny. Come and have a look at Matt's wife. Isn't she gorgeous?
Yes.
How old is she?
Actually, she's going to be 30.
You mean she's exactly the same age as Lindsay? She doesn't look it.
Hey, don't worry about it. You're far more attractive than Matt's wife. At least you would be if you lost a few pounds.
Look, he's still got you acne. Not acne, those are pink pussy liver spots.
Of course, it may not be just that I take such good care of myself. Maybe it's my attitude. It could be because I behave younger than you.
What do you mean?
You're a bit of a grumpy old pensioner. I think it's all that moaning you do.
When do I moan?
All the time.
When? Give me an example.
When you have to deal with the kids, when you have to talk to the parents, when Claire calls you into her office. Whenever something like work upsets your get up, skive, get drunk routine. You even complain when someone sits in your seat in the pub.
It's my chair. I've spent months wearing it into exactly the right shape. Listen, I am not retiring. I'm not suffering from some terminal illness. I don't need your sympathy. I don't mind being 30. In fact, I think it's great. It's cause for celebration, but not for a giant fucking card. I'm having a party tomorrow night down the pub. You're all invited. Don't know about you lot, but I'm going to be drinking me aging pints. What's your problem? I told you I hated giant cards with puppies on.
Actually, it was a kitten.
On a bicycle.
And it wasn't for you. It was a get-well-soon card for Mr. Whatsit.
Apparently, he's got something wrong with his liver.
That's why he's that bright orangey-yellow colour.
And smells of cheese.
I wasn't going to ask you to sign it, because you've bored me enough with your giant card with puppies on speech. So what do you say? What? About behaving like a spoilt little brat?
Just because I'm nearly 30 doesn't mean I have to act like I am.
I'm disappointed to say not a single member of staff has volunteered to help out with this afternoon's mental health fair. As a consequence, I'm asking Liz to assign members of staff to stalls at her own discretion.
What the fuck are you doing?
I'm experimenting.
What with? Looking like a tosser?
You don't think it makes me look older?
Hold on a minute. Yeah, maybe it does. Yeah, it does. Makes you look like an old tosser.
Go on, you
What can I say? I'm impulsive.
Your youthful joie de vivre doesn't seem to have scared him off yet.
Whatever. Shit, what's that smell?
Kurt started smoking a pipe.
And how exactly is this going to make you more attractive to women? Actually, don't. I've got things to do. I'm off to score some speed from that anorexic girl in year 10.
She's going for her second adolescence. So, did Matt tell you his wife likes bagpipes and you misunderstood?
Do I sense a little bit of jealousy there now you've seen how gorgeous she is?
All you've seen of her is a crumpled old passport photograph. For all you know, she might not even have legs.
Doesn't bother me.
Of course she's got legs. She drives a car.
You don't need legs to drive a car.
You don't need legs to drive a car.
No, she's right. All you need to drive a car these days is a torso and a straw.
I was taking capital my history paper today. Right. Because I taught.
May we?
Christ, you smell like my granddad.
Is he old?
He's dead.
So, Kurt and I were just wondering, has your wife got any hobbies?
Why?
Well, you know, we were thinking of what you could buy as a birthday present.
How about jogging? Does she jog?
We could buy some jogging shoes.
It's sweet of you to take an interest, but really, there's no need.
What do you mean, no need?
Well, you stopped following me.
Great. How did you manage that?
I ran away.
What's the matter with you two?
Liz caught us hiding in the toilets. Or more precisely, smelt us. We've got to do this mental health fair thing.
Oh, come on, it might be fun. It's a fair. Might get to throw wet sponges at natters or something.
I think it's going to be a little more educational than that.
Well, maybe we'll get to ask the natters questions. If they get them wrong, then we get to throw wet sponges at them.
Well, enjoy yourselves. We're off down the pub to get smashed.
We're not going to have to drink snake bite, are we? Ah, just room for 2 more.
You made this one up, didn't you?
Don't look her in the eye. Don't give her the satisfaction.
So, what are you going to do now? Oh no, are you out of bread rolls? You could always pretend to be a teacher and nearly 30 for a moment and go over and talk to him.
Apparently they live together. I reckon the big one eats all the little one's food. Look, it's very flattering that you find me attractive. I don't. Then why the flowers? Why have you been following me around? Have you always fancied older women?
Oh, fuck no! Because I can tell you now that Mrs. Hunter and Miss Parkinson are both much older than me. So, why did you give us flowers then?
Well, you know, I just thought you'd like them.
What, more than other people?
Maybe.
Why?
Well, you know, I just thought maybe not many people got you flowers.
What? So you think I'm such a sad, ugly old freak that no one's ever given me flowers before? And you thought that by giving them to me, what, I'd give you better marks or something? Is that what this is about?
Didn't think it would do any harm.
A 13-year-old thinks I'm as sad as a hairy pensioner with a speech impediment? I might as well kill myself now.
Oh. Don't let him get to you. Lots of kids love Star Wars.
And there are plenty more 13-year-olds in the sea.
The important thing is, you've still got your mates.
Yeah.
Pint, please.
All right. Fine one, then.
A birthday present for Jessica.
Oh, not yet.
Her birthday's tomorrow.
Her 30th birthday.
What are you doing standing here? You've got to go and sort something out now. She'll think you're neglecting her.
Well, I'm throwing her a surprise party.
Great. When?
Well, on her birthday. You'd all be invited, obviously, but unfortunately you'll be going to Lindsay's party, so sorry, it means I won't be able to come to yours, but there was really no other...
Great, because I'm not having a party anymore. So now everyone can go to yours and just leave me alone.
So what time is this party?
But you've got to have a party. It's your 30th birthday.
Why? Why have I got to have a party just because I'm 30? What is that to celebrate? The fact that my face is beginning to look like an elephant's arse. That any moment now I'm going to want to start playing bridge.
So, where is this party?
Morning. Happy birthday. How are you feeling?
Okay, thanks.
You're not feeling depressed then about being so old?
What's that to be depressed about? I'm 30. So what? There's nothing I can do about it. It's just something I'm going to have to accept.
Right. Well, happy birthday then.
Thanks. What is it?
So taking the top off jam jars. I bought it off the bloke on the Alzheimer's stand.
Look, I've been thinking. I really think you should have a party, you know? It's only 30.
I am not having a party.
Here she is. Birthday girl herself. We got you this.
You shouldn't have done.
Open it. See? Every single member of staff has signed it. I even got Mr. Watson to sign it from his hospital bed. Go on, read it.
I hope you drop dead before I do, Mr. Watson. That's actually your handwriting.
Oh, he dictated it. He's too weak to hold a pen now.
I'd just like to thank everyone who helped man the stalls at the Mental Health Charities Fair. I think most people found it educational. Apart from Mr. McKenna, that is. I never want to see "for being a Mong" written as an explanation in the detention book again. Thank you, Mr. McKenna. And congratulations to Miss Pierce, who's 30 today. I want to see you in my office now. I suppose you know why I've called you in here.
Have you got me a birthday present?
I've had a complaint from Jack Kiley's mother. She says you've been questioning him about his sexual preferences.
What? Of course I haven't.
She says you asked him whether he enjoyed having sex with older women. Normally, I'd have to suspend someone when an allegation like this is made against them. However, seeing as it's Mental Health Awareness Week, and as we already have staff shortages, I'm prepared to tell his mother you were just fulfilling a new government directive on sex education.
Thank you.
You do know Jack's father's a florist, don't you? He just steals the flowers from the shop. And Grint's father owns a sweet shop, so if he presents you with a box of milk tray, please don't read anything into it.
I won't. I promise. I've behaved like an immature. From now on, I'm going to be a lot more old. Act my age, not my shoe size. Not continental sizes, obviously. Liz, I just want to say, I'm sorry I tore up Mr. Watson's get well card the other day. I thought it was for me, and
I don't want to hear your pathetic excuses. I want to know how you're going to make up for it.
I was wondering if you could sign this for me.
Who's it for?
It's for Mr. Watson. You may have signed one earlier, but it got lost, so I'm getting people.
Mr. Watson? I've never even heard of Mr. Watson.
You know, physics teacher, late 40s, early 50s, average height, slightly oriental in colouring.
You mean Alan Pringle?
Pringle, of course.
You call him Mr. Watson. You do know he's suffering from hepatitis, don't you?
I knew he had something wrong with his liver.
And you think it's really funny to call a man with a life-threatening disease Mr. Watson. So what do you call me behind my back? Mr. Salami Knob? Mr. Baguette Cock? Well, don't let me keep you. Sure you've got stink bombs to let off.
Don't worry about it. It wasn't right for you anyhow.
And you never know. You might pull at Matt's wife's party. There's bound to be a lot of very drunk people around.
I'm not going to Matt's wife's party.
Hi.
Hi.
You're not really coming to the party, are you?
Sorry, I didn't know. We're supposed to RSVP.
I really don't think you should come.
Why not? What are you so worried about? Look, you were the one who said never again. I accepted that, didn't I? I never threw myself at you. I never embarrassed you in public. Why do you think I'd do it now?
All right. Put it like this. I don't want you to come.
Well, if you don't think I should...
Here he is, the man himself. Kurt and me were wondering, what should we wear to the party?
Oh, it really doesn't matter.
Just so long as we turn up, right? Yay.
It's like trying to get a quart into a pint pot. Do you mind if I join you? Let's just beer.
Do you always take your drink at the gents with you?
I don't want her slipping anything into it. So you're here on your own?
Not anymore.
You're not going to Matt's party then?
Nope.
No, not me. I don't like parties. Too stuffy. All that talk about nothing. Oh. Far more enjoyable to spend a night down the pub, you know. You can relax, be yourself, let it all hang out. So what do you fancy?
What?
What do you want to drink?
Oh, nothing. I'm trying to cut down on my alcohol intake. Shit, what am I doing here?
Hey!
Hi. Yeah, come in.
Hiya.
Hi, I didn't expect to see you.
I thought someone might be in need of pensions advice.
Shit. I feel like a prick. Why did you tell me to wear a suit? You're not leaving now.
It makes me look like I might have a sports car.
What makes you think that?
That's what the man in the shop said.
Just makes you look like you've been conned by a man in the shop.
Hi, I'm Jessica, Matt's wife.
I'm Lindsay. This is Brian and Kurt.
Hello.
Hi.
Hi.
Would you like a drink?
No, I'm fine, thanks.
I'll have a beer.
Oh, right. Okay.
But I'll help him.
What the fuck are you doing here?
Oh, sorry. I thought you were just making a fuss about me not coming because you secretly wanted me to. Well, you gonna let me in? Oh, it's amazing what they can do with prosthetic limbs these days, isn't it?
Still looks like Bob, does she?
No, but she's probably as boring. Have you spoken to her?
Yes, actually, we have.
What about?
Oh, you know, just general stuff. She's great.
Yeah, she is.
So, are they a couple then, Kurt and Brian?
Yes.
So, that's your wife?
Yes.
Well, Brian and Kurt really like her.
Good.
Look, I really didn't come here to make trouble. It's stupid there being this tension between us the whole time. Can we just draw a line under the past, start again, and try and have a normal conversation like other people do?
I suppose we can try.
So you're not worried about turning 30?
No. In fact, there are some things I'm looking forward to about growing old.
Yeah, like what? Having to get the checkout girl at Sainsbury's tell you which ones are 10p piece.
That, and falling asleep in the cinema and breathing like a horse.
Maybe we could have been friends if we hadn't been, you know, attracted to each other.
Yeah. Yeah, maybe.
Or maybe we could still be friends.
Maybe.
Or do you think the sexual attraction will always get in the way?
What do you think?
I don't see why it should. I think you can separate sex and friendship. I mean, sex is just physical pleasure, isn't it?
Yes.
I mean, having sex with someone doesn't have to mean anything more than having a game of squash with them, does it?
No, I suppose not.
Is there anywhere I can hang my coat?
Yeah, of course. I'll show you.
I'll take this bra off and I could carry a telegraph pole under my tits. In another life, I must have been an elephant in an Indian lumberyard.
What, you think this is my natural shape? I mean, I've breastfed 2 children. I take my bra off and my tits flop out like 2 manky old hot water bottles. Manky, leaky old hot water bottles. I'm sorry, my life is worse than yours. I spend my entire time looking after children.
What is it exactly you think I do for a living?
Yeah, but you can escape in the evenings, get a bit of adult conversation.
Well, that depends. If you call compiling a list of the top 10 most shaggable cartoon characters adult conversation.
I reckon I can wangle the keys to the janitor's cupboard.
Great. He's got one of those hoovers with a smiley face. Maybe you could shag that.
Well, I'm sure we can find somewhere else if you don't like the idea.
What for? I'm not sleeping with you again.
What? Why not?
Because it's your turn to know what it feels like to be dumped for no particular reason. Hi, you must be Jessica. I'm Penny. I work with your husband.
Hi. You haven't seen him, have you?
Very cool.
So, what's she like?
She was joking about that hot water bottle thing, wasn't she?
Oh dear, did you scare her off?
Sorry, Jamie's been sick. I think I better lie down with him for a bit. Has anyone seen Matt?
Oh, he's over by the stairs.
I need a drink.
Happy birthday.
You're too kind.
I paid for this round.
Now this is what I call a birthday party. Couldn't wish for anything more, could you? A pint and your mates.
I don't think I'm going to celebrate my 30th birthday. I'm not looking forward to it.
What? Why not?
Not anymore. So long as I still look young, I've got an excuse for not getting laid.
Turning 30's not so bad, really.
I'll make up your fucking mind.
Well, it's not. Maybe I will spend the rest of my life down the pub talking about the size of Kurt's penis. But at least I'm not tied down by a relationship, or kids, or a job I enjoy. I could do anything I want with my life, really. If I wasn't too lazy to get off my fat arse. Oh, yeah, and one more thing. When I wake up in the morning with sick down my front, I know it's me own.
Did you see she had something like corned beef stuck between them?
Of course. That's another thing. Sick between her tits. I couldn't shag a woman who had sick between her tits.
What I don't understand is, if a woman's given birth, wouldn't you have to have a knob the size of a baby?
Should my ears be burning?
What?
Oh, sorry. Thought you were talking about me.
No. We were talking about what would put you off shagging someone.
Well, if they tasted like prawn cocktail crisps. You know, all over.
Tyre fitters, never again. They bring their work home with them, if you know what I mean.
No. You mean they use a tyre lever?
Women with yellow fingers too, you know, from years of smoking, 60 a day, who, for some unaccountable reason, think it would be very enjoyable if they stuffed them in your mouth. And ones who burp every time you put any weight on their stomach. And armpit dreadlocks. That really is a turn-off. And verrucas? Yeah, haven't seen a verruca for years. I didn't know where they'd gone to, but, well, I know now. And,